what I want to start with is this. I'm going to go a completely different route today. There's this incredible book, and I have been rereading it, y'all. And let me tell you, I read this book when I was in my 20s, and now I'm reading again. I know I still look like I'm in my 20s, but your girl is 43, 44 in a couple of months. Let's go. All right. But check this out. This book, you guys hear us talk about it all the time. You hear us talk about it on presentations. It is a really great place to start getting some financial education and increasing your financial IQ. First things first, liability versus assets. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. What is the difference between poor people, middle class, rich people? Rich people focus on assets, things that put money in their pocket. This is so important and it's foundational for our conversation today. And I know a lot of you have heard it before, but let me tell you something. Until you are actually doing it, it doesn't matter that you heard it until you are putting it into action. So you get to hear it again one more time. There's some things that I want to show you when it comes to cash flow. I learned about cash flow in my 20s. I didn't understand cash flow until about last year. Okay, so you may have heard it before, and you may be like me. I honestly didn't understand the concept of cash flow. It's not about how much money you have coming in. It's not only about how much money you have going out. It is how that money is moving through your house. It's how that money is moving, where it's going, how it's coming in, like the different ways that it comes in, where it goes once it comes in. That stuff is super incredibly important. So I'm going to show something with you. I'm going to show you a cash flow pattern of a poor person, a cash flow pattern of a middle class person, and a cash flow pattern of a wealthy person. What you are looking at right now is the cash flow pattern of a poor person. What that means is this. That means money goes into their home, like they get income from their job. For a lot of us, we work, we get income from our job. And so we get this salary and we spend it on our expenses. So things like, what do we got? We got taxes, we got rent, we got food, we got transportation, we have clothes. So things that don't necessarily make us money. And realistically, all of us have expenses. So it's not just about expenses, it's about how this cash flow is moving in this person's home. And I want you to understand this is a highly simplified version of this, but you will get the point. So this money is coming in from a job and flowing straight out through expenses. Fair? That makes sense? So that's the first thing that I want to show you. That's the cash flow pattern of a poor person. I'm going to open all of these because I got two more to show you to make this real easy. Okay, next, I want to show you the cash flow pattern of a middle class person. This is what it looks like for them. See, by the time we're middle class, y'all, we start acquiring things. What we acquire is a bunch of liabilities. We acquire a mortgage because it's money coming out. We acquire car loans, and mortgages can be either assets or liabilities depending upon how it works for you. Read more about it. That's not what today is about. The point is, if it takes money out of your pocket, it's a liability. So we get all these liabilities when we get to the middle class, when we think we're doing good. We're making, you know, higher than 60 grand, 6 figures for our family. Because just like Tina, in our household, LaWayne and I together, we were above 6 figures. But why wasn't our money right? Because we didn't understand cash flow. It's never about the amount of money you have coming in. It's about what you do with the money that is coming in and how you use it. So even if you are making big money on here, but you are still broke at a higher level, these are concepts that you still need to understand. So the money is coming in with our salary, but guess what's happening? It's going straight to our liabilities now, and we still got to take care of expenses. So money is flowing from our income, from our job, going straight to our liabilities, going out the door, straight to our expenses. That's how the cash flow looks for a middle class person. Now, what does it look like for a wealthy person? This right here is clutch. For the rich, for the wealthy, it looks like this. They put their money in places where their money works for them. So they take their assets and their assets pay them. Their assets literally become their income. This is the person that lives off of their assets. This is the person that doesn't just have a mortgage for themselves, but they have real estate. They got real estate, so they're asset rich. So that money seems to pay them. Y'all got me there? They still got liabilities. Yes, they still have expenses, but their assets far exceed their liabilities, okay? That is really important to start this conversation with. I'm gonna share my screen one more time, and I need you to hear 2.5 minutes of this video, okay? Y'all ready? Turn your volume up. Hold on, wait, I gotta make sure I'm sharing my sound. All right, let's work, here we go.
The middle class finds itself in a constant state of financial struggle. Their primary income is through wages. And as their wages increase, so do their taxes. Their expenses tend to increase in equal increments as their wages increase, hence the phrase, the rat race. They treat their home as their primary asset instead of investing in income-producing assets. Remember, the most important rule is to know the difference between an asset and a liability. Once you understand the difference, concentrate your efforts on only buying income-generating assets. That's the best way to get started on a path to becoming rich. Keep doing that, and your asset column will grow. Focus on keeping liabilities and expenses down. This will make more money available to continue pouring into the asset column. This pattern of treating your home as an investment, and the philosophy that a pay raise means you can buy a larger home or spend more, is the foundation of today's debt-ridden society. This process of increased spending throws families into greater debt and into more financial uncertainty, even though they may be advancing in their jobs and receiving pay raises on a regular basis. This is high-risk living caused by weak financial education. As an employee who's also a homeowner, your working efforts are generally as follows. You work for someone else. Most people, working for a paycheck, are making the owner or the shareholders richer. Your efforts and success will help provide for the owner's success and retirement. Next, you work for the government. The government takes its share from your paycheck before you even see it. By working harder, you simply increase the amount of taxes taken by the government. Most people work from January to May just for the government. And finally, you work for the bank. After taxes, your next largest expense is usually your mortgage and credit card debt. The problem with simply working harder is that each of these three levels takes a greater share of your increased efforts. You need to learn how to have your increased efforts benefit you and your family directly.
And there we have it. Let me pause this. There we have it. What you want to do is figure out how to work harder in the right places. See, the difference is a lot of us have been taught to work hard. My father used to always tell me, Demeter, you got to burn the midnight oil. If you put in the work, you're going to get what you're looking for. But he didn't understand to tell me to put the work into places that would actually build assets for me. He taught me to put that work into places that were liabilities and would not allow me to have enough discretionary income to pour some money into assets. I learned how to have my cash flowing in the wrong places. What's going on? It's your girl, Demeter McGee, Christian business coach and founder and owner of Christian Business Academy Worldwide. Listen, I wanted to hop in here because I'm so excited to announce the Summer of the Christian Entrepreneur video series. Over this summer, we will be releasing 100 videos. Yes, they are totally designed to take your business to the next level in profit, all while doing so with a purpose so God can get the glory in what you're doing. Yeah, I'm telling you, by the time the kids are back in school, you're going to be next level. But this is what's so cool. We're covering all the things. We're talking opt-in, sales funnels, marketing, search engine optimization. What is it? What tools can I use to even get better at it? How do I rank on the first page of Google? Better yet, how do I get in that #1 spot? Because you guys, this week I celebrated hitting that #1 spot in Google on a term without paying for ads. That's huge. When I tell y'all, we're talking all the things, so you can be the trifecta. You can be a sensational spouse, a phenomenal parent, and a purposeful, profitable business owner right from the comfort of your own home, because we're giving you the tools and we're giving you the resources. So all you need to do is make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, because that's where it's all going down. And you can do that at video.demetermcgee.com. Make sure you head over there, you subscribe, you hit the bell so you get notifications, and I will see you for our huge Summer of the Christian Entrepreneur video series. I'll see you there.